No noise. Hi everybody. Good morning. If you can hear me, just use the chat box or the comment section. Just use the comment section and let me know if you can hear me. Okay? So I'll be sure that you can hear me loud and clear. We are going to be here for about 1 hour. So please gather your questions, put your questions together and ask as many as you can. And to ask the questions, just drop the question in the comment section. I'm going to see it because I'm in the studio background, so I'm going to see the question. So if you have a question, just drop it as a comment, and then I'm going to answer the question. Um, okay, I can see Somi Kayode, Angela Mose. I don't know what Mose's full name is, but Mose. Okay, GMD Properties. Okay, good, good. So you guys can hear me. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time. So, like I said, we're going. I don't want to take a lot of your time, so we're just going to be here about an hour. So, no questions are off limits, right? Except personal questions. Don't ask me questions about myself. The only questions you're allowed to ask are questions about business and e-commerce. Nothing personal, okay? Kolakwa is here also. Good, good, good. Good morning. All right, so let's a little background before the questions start coming in. I started selling physical products 2010. Before then, I was mostly digital, but I also started my consulting company in 2010 also, and I was doing the physical products thing like a side thing. I wasn't really like it wasn't like huge for me, but but it was nice. It was a good second business to run, and I've done it since 2010. I didn't talk much about it. I thought about it a few times over uh, this time since 2010. I remember that the last time I did a training about e-commerce was in 2019 January at Ikoyi. We had the entire place was filled up. We had full capacity, and a lot of the people who were there at that training, they have they are doing really really massive. We have a number of people that have learned through me. They have coached. I don't know what you guys have heard of the name Ikema Wellness. He is run by a mentee of mine, Osaro. So Ikema is there. There's Jonathan Melody. There's a number of them. Anyway, so you are in good hands. Whatever I tell you is from lots and lots and lots of experience. I know the things that work as far as e-commerce is concerned. I've done it for over a decade. Um, it's something that my family has been doing from time immemorial. All right. So, um, so let's go. Let's go with the questions. So, all right, I'm seeing the questions have started coming in. GMD Properties is asking, how do I register my imported products with NAFDAC? It's simple. Where do you live? There is a NAFDAC office in all of the states, every single one of them, as far as I know. So, but I know they have three main offices: one in Anambra State, one in Abuja, and one in Lagos. So, but they have liaison offices in all of the states. So all you need to do is go to the liaison office, go to their office, tell them you want to register your products, and ask them the processes for registering your products. The processes are different by product, so I can't tell you this is exactly how to do it, right, for every single product. So you have to go there and find out from them, tell them what your product is, and then they will tell you what the process is. But I know that you have to give them like some samples of the product because they need to do some lab testing. They need to, if you manufacture your products locally in the country, they have to come to your manufacturing facility and do an inspection and sign off on it. So, but the best bet is to actually go to NAFDAC and talk to them directly and see what they will tell you as far as registering your product is concerned. The thing you have to know about NAFDAC is that NAFDAC is not a NAFDAC problem; it's a Nigerian problem. They will waste it 3 years even one product. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and that is the reason why people cut corners. Um, that's the reason why people have all these issues because who wants to wait for 3 years? I mean, why should you even wait for 3 years, right? To register your product. It is just ridiculous. Something needs to be done with NAFDAC. When Dora Akonyili was the head of NAFDAC, he wasn't like this. Registrations took about 6 months tops. Now it's taking 2 years and 3 years. It's just silly. But you have to go to NAFDAC. Just do it because it is the proper thing to do, and it will help save you a lot of stress, a lot of headache along the line. Okay. All right. So if there's a follow-up question to that, you can still ask it. Okay. Albani says, how does someone get rid of the mindset that people have no money and won't buy products that are a bit expensive? Okay. How do I answer that? Um, you just have to believe that people have money. So here's the thing. Here's what you need to understand, right? People don't buy products. People buy solutions to their problems. Let me repeat that again. People don't buy products. People buy solutions to problems. Okay? When you buy a phone, are you buying a phone? Yes, you're buying a phone, right? But what are you really buying? You're buying the ability to keep in touch with your loved ones, with your friends, and with business and workplace contacts. That is the main thing you're buying. You're buying a solution to a communication problem. So people buy solutions, people spend money on solutions. If people have a problem, they will find the money to pay for it. So you have to have that in your mind. So when you're choosing a product to sell, the main big issue that people face when they cannot sell a product is that they are trying to sell a product that doesn't solve any problem, right? The more painful the problem you're solving, the faster people are going to buy your thing, right? So let me give you an example. If you're hungry, what do? You get food. But if you're not so hungry, what do? You say, you know what, I'm going to wait for maybe an hour before I look for food. Then an hour passes, and now you're really, really hungry. And maybe you go to a restaurant where you wanted to get the food earlier, and now they don't have any food left. So now you're a bit desperate. So you start walking around because you're really, really hungry. You start walking around looking for another restaurant, or you quickly want to go home so that you can go get food. But at that moment, when you are really, really hungry, it is pain, and you are looking for a solution, and you are going to spend money. That is how every other thing is. That is how every other thing is. Okay? So we want to make sure that you help yourself by selling products that people are looking for to solve problems that they have. The harder the problem your product solve, or the more painful the problem your product solve, the faster you will be able to sell it and the higher you will be able to sell it for. So that's one side. The second side is that you need to you need to make sure that when you have the product, that you are showing it to people who are likely to have that problem and who are likely looking for a solution to that problem. So, for example, if I want to sell cosmetics today, in fact, one of the new products that we're developing right now is a skincare product, right? But it's not just any skincare product. Remember what I said? People are looking for solutions to the problems that they have. So I just don't want to sell any skincare product, right? A lot of people sell skincare products, maintaining the skin and all of that. I don't want to do that. So what I decided to do was that I'm going to sell a skincare product that solves the problem. And the problem that I chose was acne. You guys know what acne is, right? Pimples. So that is the product that we're developing now. So our product, when it comes out, is going to be a product that helps to remove pimples. And the product is going to work because we're spending a lot of time in getting the right ingredients for the product. We're spending a lot of money in in a lab abroad and all of that before it even comes to Nigeria and we send to NAFDAC and all of that. So I know the product is going to work. So that when I go out and I tell people who have acne, this product is going to solve your acne issues, I will believe it 100%, right? So I'll be able to sell it with all confidence. And then, I will transfer that my confidence to those people who are looking for that solution, and then they will buy it. Anybody who has acne, their face looks ugly, nobody is talking to them, they're maybe if they're a lady, guys are not looking at them, people are looking at them funny. They want a solution to that thing. And even if they don't have money, they will save money for it. Even if they don't have the money now, they will plan to have the money tomorrow so that they can buy it. Right? So that's the two sides. You have to make sure that your product is solving a problem, right? And that you sell the product and you show it to people who are looking for solutions to that problem. Because if you do these two things, even if they don't have the money now, they will save for it or they will buy it, right? And they will buy the product. Okay, so let's see. Next question is Kayode say, can one still sell products and make 100% profit even when they are listed at a cheaper price on Gigi, Jumia, and Konga? Yes, you can. Yes, absolutely, you can. You just need to sell it better. You just need to sell it better. And selling it better means knowing how to sell, right? Knowing how to sell, especially online. Now, if you have already registered for the e-commerce domination blueprint training, from tomorrow we'll start getting into the selling part of the training. All we have done so far is how to identify products that we sell, how to identify products that solve problems that people will be willing to buy. From tomorrow, I will start uploading videos about how to now sell the products that you have chosen. So even if a product is listed on Jumia and Konga, and you can still sell it. If you notice, all those pages on Jimmy and Konga don't sell the products effectively. They are short. They don't have good descriptions, right? They don't have good descriptions. They don't tell a good story. They don't sell the product convincingly. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure that you sell the product convincingly. And this is, by the way, guys, please, if you're watching, you will notice that my face is kind of getting blurred. Is the network. The rain is very, very heavy, so the network is not really, really good. So just bear with me. So sometimes you'll see my face clearly, sometimes it's kind of blurry. So don't worry about that. The main thing is the content. Okay. Um, so like I was saying, those pages on Jimmy and Konga and Gigi, they they don't sell the products effectively. So what you need to do is that you need to sell the product effectively, You need to learn how to sell these products. You need to learn how to write pre-sales or advertorials. You need to learn how to write adverts that sell a product. You need to learn how to write sales letters to sell a product. All these things that I just mentioned is what I use to sell all of my products. We have a product in our company now that has for the since January has sold an average of about 10 million every single month. One product, and we have several, right? So, and there are people selling similar products on these three sites, not the same name because I customize all of my products, right, with our own unique name. So not the same name, but similar products that profess to do the same thing. Okay, but we are outselling them. Why? Because I know how to sell. And if you are registered in the e-commerce domination blueprint class from tomorrow, that is what we're going to begin to teach you guys how to do. Okay. Kayode says, after importing my products from China, how do I start distributing it to people who order it? Are you going to give us agents to use to do that? Absolutely, yes. If you are enrolled in the training, we are going to talk about distribution. In fact, we are going to teach you not just about agents, we are going to teach you how to get your own distributors, not just delivery agents. How do you have people buy from you in bulk? How do you have somebody come and buy 100 instead of one? Would you like guys like to learn that? That's something that we're going to teach you in the coming days in the class. So we're going to teach you about distribution. We're going to teach you about advertising. We're going to teach you about delivery. So yes, we are going to do that. All right. Do you have a contact person that can help us in NAVDAC since you have registered yours? I have a contact person. I will ask them if I can share their details. Okay. If I can, I'm going to share it with everybody who registers for the training. If I can, but I'm going to need to ask them for permission to do that. So, so I think that answers that question. Cynthia says, "How do I get customers to be able to buy my product since there are already people selling the same product?" That's what I just said earlier. You just need to sell it better. The fact that people are selling similar products does not mean that you can't sell your own. Do you know how many brands of salt are in the market? If you go to the market, if you go to, let's even leave branded products, enter any market in Nigeria. How many women sell pepper? Don't all of them make sales? But one or two of them will make more sales than every other person, every other woman who sells pepper in that market. Why? They're either more friendly, right, to uh, buyers who are in the market, right? They are either more chatty, they have a more presentable demeanor, their face, how they talk to people, right? There are many ways to gain an advantage in selling a product. So please don't panic when you see that somebody is selling a similar product that you want to sell or that you're already selling. What you should be asking yourself is, how do I learn to be a better seller? How do I learn to be a better marketer? And then you do that and you outsell them. And let me tell you, I don't want to sell products that other people are not selling. Let me say that again because I need to impress it on all of you. I need you to get it. I do not want to sell a product that other people are not already selling. The fact that other people are already selling a product tells me that there's money to be made. If there's no money to be made, nobody will be selling that product. If people are not making money selling the product, nobody else will be selling it. So be very, very careful when you think that you are the one person who has discovered a product. So now only you will now be the person to sell that product and make all the money in the world. Sometimes it is deceptive. In fact, a lot of times that is a deceptive thing to think because it will make you overconfident. Meanwhile, the truth is that nobody is interested. Okay. So I want to sell products that have been proven that people are already buying. Every single business that I do, I make sure that there is competition already because I know that I don't have to worry about the competition. All I need to worry about is me. I just need to know how to sell my products far better than all of them, and I will crush them. Every market that I enter, I crush it. I outsell everybody because I know how to sell. That is the alpha thinking. That is where you should be going. That is where your head should be at, to learn how to sell better than your competition. Um, Mbang, okay, all right, Mbang, thank you. Harmony is asking, do health products or supplements need to get NAFDAC approved before selling? How do you go about it? That's a great question. They, when you are starting, they don't absolutely need to. Now, this is not written. No government will, oh, don't, you can start selling your product without registering it. No government will tell you that, right? So they won't tell you that, but it is an understanding. When a new product is launched, of course, the new product is not going to have a NAFDAC number. It's not going to have a registration number. It is now required that as you start and you go along, you should now go ahead and register the product. But you can start selling it. So there's something called commercial quantity, right? So if you're selling a health supplement, I don't mean a drug, please. Drugs are different from health supplements. A drug is Panadol. A drug is ibuprofen. A drug is paracetamol. I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about food supplements, also called health supplements, right? They are not drugs. They are just herbal stuff or herbal ingredients that you can consume to help enhance quality of life and help with certain ailments that conventional medicine really can't do. Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. So if you want to sell a health product or even a cosmetic, right, there's something called commercial quantity. So commercial quantity is at least 20 feet container. That is commercial quantity, right? If you're starting out, especially if you're importing it, don't import anything that is of commercial quantity. Don't import up to that amount, because if you import up to that amount, it is mandatory that you have a NAFDAC number before you do that. So import something small, not a lot, something small. Some, when I say small, I don't mean like 5 bottles, right? If you're doing a supplement, you can do 50 bottles, you can do 100 bottles, you can even do 500 bottles, you can even do 1,000 bottles of a product. 1,000 bottles of a product is about 10 cartons. It's nothing. It's nothing. 10 cartons of a product in a 20-feet container will probably not even take 1/20th of that container. So it's nothing, right? So you can do 1,000 bottles, 1,500 bottles, even up to 2,000 bottles. That is not commercial quantity. So as long as you don't import up to commercial quantity, you can start selling. But to to avoid embarrassment and all of the back and forth, once you start selling, just go to NAFDAC, tell them you want to register the product, and submit it. Now, if you're submitting a product to NAFDAC, the product has to follow some certain guidelines. I'm going to teach you guys in another video that we're going to upload inside the e-commerce domination blueprint training, how to arrange your product, especially if you're doing a health product or a cosmetic product. Because you have to understand that there are certain products that NAFDAC is only concerned with, so that people don't bobo you or dupe you or scam you or use intimidation. NAFDAC is already covers products that are ingestible. That's products that people have to put into their mouths or products that people have to use on their skin. That is what NAFDAC is concerned with. Something that people have to eat. Either it has to be added to food, or they have to eat it directly, or they have to apply it on the skin. If your product is not around any of these, don't worry about NAFDAC. There's another agency that you should bother about. It's called SON, Standard Organization of Nigeria. That's the its own agency that you have to deal with. But that is not even an issue. Again, we are going to do a video about NAFDAC and about SON that we are going to upload. Right? I'm going to get contacts. I will try as much as possible to get permission from them to give me contacts so that you guys can reach out to them directly and talk to them and know exactly what to do. But I'm talking about health supplements now because this is the products that I really deal with. For health supplements, you need to submit about 30 bottles of your product. The product has to be branded. The labeling has to be done in a certain way. There are rules and regulation guidelines for how you should do the product label. So it's going to be in their video that we're going to do about NAFDAC. So you now label the product and you now submit it to NAFDAC. So tell me, guys, how are you going to submit the product to NAFDAC if you don't have the product available? You see where you see the logic now. You see where I'm going with this. So NAFDAC allows you to bring in the product because the product won't even clear from customs until NAFDAC has processed it. When the product enter the country, if you are importing it, the product will not pass through the port. It will not pass through customs. Customs will not release it until NAFDAC has seen it. So they check all these things, right? So for supplements, you submit about 30 bottles of your supplements to NAFDAC and pay the fee, right? When we the last time we applied for a registration, the fee was about 700,000 naira per product. Again, Nigeria is a very silly place, so the charges are high. If your product is new, please don't worry about NAFDAC. Don't worry. Trust me. Don't worry. Start selling. But the moment you start getting money, money starts coming in, please submit the product for registration. It is very, very important. Submit it for registration. Don't worry. Now, when you submit it for registration, if somebody raises an alarm or somebody tries to harass you, say, oh, no, the product is under review at NAFDAC. We have the product with NAFDAC. The registration process has started. And because the products are food supplements are not harmful to the body. But the reason why NAFDAC wants to look at it is that they want to make sure that it's not harmful. Number two, they want to collect registration fees. In America, you don't need to register your product with anybody. They have a Food and Drug Administration, just like NAFDAC, but you are not required to register the product with them as long as it is a food supplement. But there are certain guidelines you have to follow. Guidelines about labeling, guidelines about ingredients. There are some ingredients they don't want you to put in any food supplements. There and so on and so forth. But you don't have to pay any fee to them. But in Nigeria is a rent-seeking country, so government wants to collect all sorts of fees. All right. So I hope I answered that question properly. During the video training, this is Justina. He said something about using Google Docs to test products if you don't have a website. My question is, how do you collect customers' details through Google Docs? So if you, Justina, please, I need you to go watch that video again. Watch it maybe a couple of times. So what you do is that you use Google Docs to do a kind of a write-up. We call it a sales letter, right? Go to YouTube and type how to write a high converting sales letter. You see plenty tutorials teaching you how to write the sales letter, right? You use Google Docs to put the sales letter. At the end of the Google Docs, the point where you start asking them for, telling them to order, you go to Google Forms. I said it in the video, Google Forms. You create a form in Google Forms. When you create the form in Google Forms, you can copy the link to the Google Forms and now put it at that point where you now ask them for their details inside the Google Docs. So that means that you have two Google documents, right? You have the Google document, the Google Docs where the sales letter is. Then you have the Google Forms where you create the form that collects their details. Do you understand it now? If you don't understand it, please ask me again so that when I scroll down to that point, I will respond again. Uh Akpewe, I hope I pronounced your name right. Forgive me if I didn't. It said, for those outside of the major cities in Nigeria, how do you advise they handle logistics? Very, very easy. What you do is that you find a logistics company. They are called 3PL. 3PL means third party logistics. So you find a 3PL company that will warehouse for you. Many of them do it. Many of them do it. Many of our products, we don't even have it in our office. We have our own warehouse, but we don't even have our product in our warehouse. Every single one of the products of that product we have is with our 3PL logistics partners, right? So they will warehouse for you. When you get a sale, you log into their site, right? We use a company called Ace. So we log into Ace, book the products, they will see it, they will go to their own warehouse where they warehouse our products. They will take whichever quantity and they will deliver, right? But they will charge you for warehousing, right? The charges are not small. It will just add maybe 1,000 naira to the cost of the product, right? So now, how do we offset all of these costs? You add it to the price of your product. So let's say that you import a product. The product costs you, let's say it costs you $3. How much is $3? At 950, $3 is about 3,000 naira, right? Shipping to Nigeria will cost and clearing will cost you maybe about 1,000 naira again per unit. So now your product cost is 4,000 naira, right? You now send it to Ace. Ace will warehouse it. Ace doesn't charge you money immediately for warehousing it. They charge you money for the warehousing each time somebody orders, right? Then they charge you money for delivery also each time somebody orders. And you don't have to pay the money upfront, right? When they collect the money, they just deduct it from there. You see how these things work. So when you get a sale, when you run an advert, for example, and somebody buys the product, you take the customer details, you put it inside the 3PL, you put it inside the 3PL companies. Um, Sorry guys, my daughter is here. You will put it inside the 3PL companies um, booking sites. So you book the product, they will see it, then they will do the delivery, collect the money if it's pay on delivery, and deduct the cost of the shipping and the cost of the warehousing. So that you don't live in a major city doesn't matter. I don't live in Lagos anymore. I left Lagos. If you follow me, you already know that I left. I left and I moved back to my hometown. I love it here. Lots of nature, lots of fresh food to eat, lots of fresh water to drink. You people can have your Lagos, right? So, um, but I run all the businesses from here. I said, run the business. Nothing changes. Everything, all our products are with the 3PL partners. Okay, some are in our own warehouse. All right, Chidubem is saying, I'm having challenges on getting a product. I have gotten over 60 products from research using your referred channels on the course. After cross checking it, none qualified. How do I go about this? You do it again. You keep doing it until you find a product that qualifies, right? But if you have 60 products, I'm surprised that not even one out of the 60 doesn't pass. So, see what you do, Chidubem, right? Send me a DM on Twitter, send me a DM, put all the products that you have gotten, put them on in a Google Docs file. Make the file editable. You know what I mean by making it editable? If you don't know how to do it, go to YouTube and search how to make Google Docs editable. Guys, most of the answers to your problems are on YouTube. So make it editable, then copy the link and send it to me on Twitter. I'm going to look at it myself and then I'll let you know. Okay. But if I look at it and none of them qualifies, just like you said, right? We do it again. You keep doing it until we find the product. I'm here for you, right? Please, how can I enroll in the ecom blueprint? Okay, Hope. What you do is go to iwillteachyoubusiness.com/ecom. I will teach you business.com slash ecom ecom. I will teach you business.com slash ecom. Once you go there, you can sign up, right? If Jetic says, when the ads stop converting, what do you do? What metrics do you look for? What changes are you going to make on ads? This is a brilliant question, guys, because sometimes when you start running ads, your ads will be doing well, making sales, and then after sometimes it falls flat, right? What it means is that the angle that you are advertising to is, they've probably seen the ad so many times that they don't pay attention again, right? Or you have exhausted all the people that that angle appeals to. So two things that you can do, right? And the first one is that you can change the advert creative. What do I mean by advert creative? If you're using a video, do a new type of video, do a new video, use a new video style. If you are using an image, use new images. Because what a lot of advertisers in Nigeria do is that they set up an ad, they use only one image or one video. The biggest e-commerce guys, and that's how I do it too. The way we do it is that we run an advert, we use different images, we use different videos. So if I want to use if I want to do a video ad, I will do five different, or if sometimes even up to 10 different videos, right? And I'll run adverts for each video will be one advert. I will run adverts to all of them at the same time, and then I will now look at the one that is getting the most conversions. I will track it. I'm going to teach you guys in a later video how to do tracking. So I'll see the one that is converting the most, and then I will slowly pause the other ones, right? But if you don't have a lot of money, you have to start with one video and one ad. So that's understandable. So if you are doing only one video or one image with your ad, if it stops working, what you do is that you change it. Change the video, do a new video, or use a new image. That's one thing you can do. The other thing you can do is that you can target a different segment of the market. So, for example, we have a product that I wanted to import, but I decided to share it, do a free video, and share it with everybody who is interested in e-commerce on Twitter. That video is an electronic launch. That product is an electronic launch box, right? It's an electronic lunch box. What do I mean by you guys know what a lunch box is, right? Yes, a lunch box, baby. Is a lunch box. Yes, we have one in the house. So um I have a little e-commerce person here. So the lunch box is you just put food inside it, and some people call you food warmers, right? You put food inside it, and then you go to your office, right? Or you give it to your kids and they go to school with it. Fine. That's what the lunchbox is. That's what most people know. Yeah, that's what most people know that the lunchbox is. But the one that I'm talking about is an electronic version, right? It comes with a cable. It has three compartments, so you can put three different kinds of food inside, right? And the advantage is that when you want to eat, even if the food has gone cold, right? Or your child wants to eat, even if the food has gone cold, right? Your child's teacher can just plug the use bring out the cable from the food warmer, plug it in, and warm the food in seconds. And the food will be warm to eat. The food will not be cold, right? Or if it's your office, you don't have to start running around looking for a what's it called now, um looking for a stove to warm your food, or looking for a warmer to warm your food. You don't need to do that. Just plug in the cable, plug it into a light source, and warm the food. Simple, easy, straightforward, right? Now, let us say that you start advertising that product to mothers, and you tell mothers, right? Hey, this product is going to help you. Your child will never have to eat cold food again. Of course, mothers will resonate with that because they don't want their children to eat cold food, right? Many mothers will like it. So you start selling it to them. Then you sell and you sell and you sell and you sell. And then along the line, maybe 4 months has passed, you sold 2,000 lunch boxes, you've made 20 million or so, you're happy, but then in month 5, the sales start to slow down. You're not getting as many sales, right? So it's either you change the image, just like I said before, try a new image. If that doesn't work, what you need to do is that you need to find a new angle to sell the product. So now, instead of selling it to mothers as a solution to their children eating cold food, you now sell it to young people who are working in companies as a way for them to not eat cold food. So now we, instead of selling it to mothers as a solution for their children, we're now selling it to adults as a solution for themselves. You understand? That's what I mean by changing the angle of the product. You change the angle for the product. Okay? I talked about the acne product earlier. So the acne product, we're going to sell it to people who have acne, right? We're going to sell it, but I can also sell it using a different angle. I can sell it to people who don't have acne as an acne prevention um, cosmetic. Hey, is your acne threatening to come back again? Use this stuff and stop it in its tracks, and it won't come back again. So angles is, you need to try new angles, different angles. Okay. Angela says, how can I enroll in the training? Please just go to iwillteachyoubusiness.com/ecom. iwillteachyoubusiness.com/ecom. All right. How does one register? Does one have to register with NAFDAC before selling patches, food patch, and pain patch? Yes, you have to. I mean, because patches. Wait, hold on. Patches. Yes, patches is medical. Yes, you need to. It's something along medical lines, so you need to register it with NAFDAC. But like I said earlier, as long as you don't have commercial quantity, just start until you have money to register with NAFDAC. Then you can go to NAFDAC. Okay, that's Osaze now. Can we? Elizabeth says, can we use the keyword planner without first running an ad? Absolutely. The keyword planner is for you to gauge demand. This is for you, Elizabeth, right? The keyword planner is for you to gauge demand. You want to know how many people are even searching for solution, because the reason why you need the keyword planner is an amazing tool is that if you use the keyword planner, you can have an idea what people are searching for. And I'm telling you, if a certain number of people are searching for that product on Google that the keyword planner shows you, in the real world, at least 50 to 100 times more people are searching for the solution to that thing. 50 to 100 times more than you see on Google are looking for that thing in real life, in the real world. So yes, use the keyword planner before the ad. That is the normal process. Kyle just says, what about the sales funnel? How do we go about it? I don't know what you mean by how do you go about it. If you mean how do you create a sales funnel, is you just have to learn. Just go to Google and go to YouTube, right? Type how to build a sales funnel. Go to Google and type how to build a sales funnel. You are going to have a lot of resources that you can start learning with, right? It's hard to just explain by words. Is something that you need to see. So go to Google, go to YouTube and search, and you see plenty of resources. So Isaac Okonkwo, he says, my question is, why does products not sell? I've tried every marketing strategy I know using Facebook ads, and I still can't sell these products. This product is a pressing problem solving product. Isaac, okay. When you say you've tried everything, I don't want to say you're wrong. I don't want to say you're wrong, but I doubt you've tried everything. I doubt it. The reason why I say I doubt it is because sometimes we think we've tried everything, but we have not tried the things we do not know about. We have tried all the ones that we know, but the ones that we do not know, we have not tried. Okay, so that is hardly everything. So what I will do for you, Isaac, is send me a DM on Twitter. Let me know what your product is. Let me see your ads, because sometimes if you can have the right product, but the ad that you are trying to use to sell it is crappy. If your ad is crappy, it's not going to work. If your ad is good, but you are targeting the wrong people, it is still not going to work. So you need three things to make your e-commerce, perfect. You need the right product, you need to the right ad, and you need to target the right people who are looking for that a solution to the problem that your product solves. Once you have these three things, you are going to make a killing. Abdul Aliyu says, "Can I use a virtual dollar card to pay your suppliers?" Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Right. But what I do is I use my regular dollar card or I pay in naira. So I don't know whether you are part of the e-commerce domination blueprint training that I'm currently running. If you're part of it, I already did a video that shows you how to pay for any product you import from China. You pay for it in naira. You don't even need dollar. You don't need to buy dollar. You don't need to do all of that. You can pay in naira, and it should be supplied to you right here in Nigeria. So if you're not enrolled in the training, please enroll. The training is I made it like dead cheap. Right? It's like just 10,000 naira to register. So it's not even an issue. All right, Ajibola Olaito says there are some products we can research on Google, such as cigarettes, for example. How do you think we can solve it? This is another brilliant question, guys. So, because there are some products that if you go to Google keyword tool, you can't type. If you type it, it won't show. Right? What you need to do is to ask yourself, what are the effects of cigarettes? What are the effects of cigarettes? Right? So, if you can't search for cigarettes, search for the effects. So, what are the effects of cigarettes? Long issues. So you search for long issues instead, right? Shortness of breath. Search for shortness of breath instead. Do you understand that, Jubola? So there are ways around these things. There are ways, plenty ways, plenty ways around these things. So if I'm searching, the funny thing is that this morning I'm not going to mention the products, right? Um, because it's a product that I need to keep some products to myself too, right? But I used the first keyword, it did not show because Google doesn't show anything on that keyword. So I now use the effects. If people have this problem, what is the effect? Immediately I did that, it now showed me all of the data that I wanted, and I was pleasantly surprised. Another thing that you can do is that if you use a word or you use a product name and it doesn't come out, think of alternative names. Think of alternative names, right? So, for example, I have a product that is selling really, really well now. Is a sleep product, sleep supplement, right? Now, if you search for sleep, it will come out. But if I want, because I want to advertise effectively, I when I was researching it, I searched for sleep. Then I asked myself, what other name or whatever that term do people use to describe sleep issues? And the one word that people use to describe sleep issues is insomnia. So I now use insomnia to do the research again. And I ask myself, what other term do they use for it? They use sleeplessness, and I use sleeplessness. So now you see the same product. I've used sleep, I've used sleeplessness, and I've used insomnia to do the research. So look for all the other terms that people use to refer that product or that issue, right? And or think of the effects, right? And then use that to do the search. How do you identify a fire product for ecom businesses? Okay. This is a bit long. This is a bit long. That I have covered it. I spent like 7 different videos inside the e-commerce domination blueprint training covering it. So, but I'm going to try to summarize it. How do you identify a fire product? I use Google keyword tool. Number one is the tool that I like using. It will give you an idea what people are searching for. I want to look, like I said earlier, I don't want to sell a product. I don't want to get a product and start running looking for problems. I want to find the problem and then go look for a product that will solve that problem. Let me repeat it again because this is important and I need you guys to get it. Don't go and find a product and start looking for a problem that the product will solve. No, that is the wrong way. Look for a problem first and then go find a solution, right, to that problem. Go find a product that will provide the solution to the problem. So I asked myself, if I want to identify a fire product, what are problems? So let me give you an example. What is a problem? What are many problems that exist right now? One problem is weight loss. People are overweight. Lots of women want to lose fat in their stomachs. Lots of women want to lose fat on their arms. Lots of women want to lose fat generally all around their body. So that's the problem. So now I can go looking for a solution to that problem. And when it comes to weight loss, there are many solutions, right? They can go to a gym or they can buy a weight loss supplement, right? Now we have two potential solutions. What other solution can we come up with? Right? They can buy a belt for their tummy. They call it the tummy trimmer belt, right? They can do that, or they can start fasting. They can stop eating at least twice a day, eat only once a day. They're going to lose a lot of weight, right? The only problem is that for all of these things, right, some of them are hard to do. For example, gymming is very, very hard to do, right? Gymming is hard to do. Um, a tummy belt can work, but it doesn't work for everybody. That is the truth. There's a better kind of tummy belt anyway, but the ones that I see sold in Nigeria, I'm sure they don't work for a lot of people. I'm sure don't work for a lot of people, right? So, or they can take supplements, right? But I have a student, someone that I taught, who has done 500 million naira this year alone selling a weight loss product. In fact, guys, I'm going to show you guys that product. Just give me a minute. I'm going to show you guys the product so that you see what I mean by these products, right? You see the thinking that goes behind these things. All right, 1 minute. I'm trying to locate it. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to share my screen a bit. Hmm, okay, go. Can you guys see my screen? You guys saw that, right? Please tell me that you saw that. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So now that product that you're looking at has made that guy over 500 million naira this year alone. That is a fire product. Now, what did you notice about the product? Let me see whether you guys are following. What do you notice about the product? Right? Let me see some of your comments. What you noticed about the product? What did you notice? Let me see. Let me see the comments. Ease of use. Absolutely. Ease. You see, now, these products, you guys know a treadmill, right? You guys, yeah, it vibrates, right? You guys know what a treadmill is. The treadmill is that stuff in the gym that you climb on and then you run. Well, you have to use the energy to do the running, and the machine helps you. This one, you don't even have to do anything. It's easy. You can put your legs on it. It will vibrate your body for you. You can stand on it. You can pull on it. You can. The mechanism is amazing. So he sells it as a way to gym at home without effort. You see the thinking now, devoid of stress, devoid of stress, easy, right? Superb. So now you can now look at what you need to do is that you say, they have found this problem that people have. Let me go look for possible solutions. Now you want to find the solution that is the closest to laziness. Let me put it that way. Find your solution, sell a solution that is closest to laziness. What I mean by closest to laziness is a solution that, as much as possible, doesn't require them to do a lot of things, but will still give them the most benefit. Because you and I know that people don't like going to the gym. They will go and register in the gym, right? They will register in the gym, they will pay the money for 1 month, 2 months, and they will stop going, right? That's it. So it solves the problem, but it solves it in a very, very easy and convenient way. You can be doing something else, you can be reading a book and still be working out. You can be doing a lot of things. Okay. So you find the problem, then you come up with as many solutions as possible, right? And judge, use your discretion and say which of these solutions is closest to laziness. And then that's the solution you sell. And then you sell it better than any other person that is selling the solution. Now, if you're lucky, like this my guy was, you will be the first person to sell that particular solution. Now, this is not me being ambiguous, because before I said that I don't want to sell a product that other people are not selling. Don't get me wrong, right? These people are already selling weight loss products. So it simply means that people will buy products that will help them lose weight. But you can be the person that sells a new type of solution for weight loss. You can be the first person to sell a new type of solution for weight loss, right? And if you are going to make a shitload of money. A shitload of money. Okay. All right, let's go back to answering questions. We've done 1 hour, but I'm seeing you guys are liking it. So maybe we'll do another 30 minutes and then close. Let's see. Is it compulsory we follow? This is from Noble Steve. Says, is it possible we follow your speed and pace in the ecom domain? No, you shouldn't. Please take your time. Time. Me, I'm not even rushing. I'm putting the I'm putting the videos gradually, right? So take your time. You must not follow it bumper to bumper the way I post it. You can do that if you want to, but it's not guaranteed. Take your time. The videos are going to be there for as long as that website is going to be available online, and that is forever, basically, because that is my site. I'm going to keep renewing the registration and the hosting for many years to come. So you have access to it all the time. Okay. Quadri Quadri, I saw your message. I'm going to respond to you after this training. I have been very, 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 very tied up. Okay. Akpewe says your copies are always well written. Please, can you recommend resources or mentors to learn about writing copies? Okay, I'm going to drop a link. I'm going to drop a link in the comment section. I'm going to drop a link in the comment section. It is a folder. That folder has different copywriting books, different copywriting training. You can download the books, read them. You're going to learn a lot about writing source copies. Okay. So let me find that for you guys, and then you can have that and you can enjoy. Okay. Let's see now. Share. The internet is slow, so it's taking some time to come up. I'm waiting for the link to pop up. Okay. Let me find this one. The link is not popping up, so let me find a different one. Let me see now. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let me just give you guys one particular um one particular let me just give you guys one document that contains everything that you need to know. Ouch. That you need to know about writing sales copies, okay? So this document that I'm giving you guys is amazing. It's amazing. It is 468 pages. If you study this thing and you take your time and you study it, you implement it in 3 months, between 1 to 3 months, you are going to know a lot about copywriting far more than 99% of people in this world. In this world, I'm not talking about this country, in this world, right? So I'm going to drop it in the comment section, copywriting book. So please just look at the comment section now and you will see the link. Why didn't it copy? 1 minute. Let me copy it again. Okay. All right. So just look through the comment section. You will see it there. Okay. Are we going to get an Elementor Pro from you, sir? You don't need the Elementor Pro from me. Elementor Pro is Elementor Pro. Okay, the Pro version of Elementor. I have the Pro version, but my own is paid and is registered to me, so I can't share it. If I share it, it's not going to work for you. But I'm sure that if you search Google and type Elementor Pro free download, I'm sure you will probably find something, right? I'm not telling. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. You know what I mean? I have enrolled in the ecom program, but I don't have a lot of money. Is there any way to get started without paying a lot of money? That's Dara. Dara, yes. So what you can do is that I have a site for called Kairos Offers. Kairos Offers is for you to become an ecom affiliate, become an affiliate, but for e-commerce products, for all of my products and all of my partners' products, right? So you can join Kairos Offers and start there, then make money and launch your own brand. And when you launch your own brand, if you want to put it on Kairos as our partner, we will also let you do that. Okay. So please go check out kairosoffers.com/. I'll put the link in the comments again because I want to be sure that I'm not giving you the wrong thing. Okay, go to kairosoffers.com/k license number 2. kairosoffers.com/k license number 2. kairosoffers.com/k license number 2. I'm putting it in the comment section also. Right there. So please just check it out and let's see how that goes. How can we get that automated treadmill? Green says, how can we get it? By all means, just go to Alibaba. It's on Alibaba's website. Just go there and search for automated treadmill or search for vibrating massager. Either of those two keywords is going to show you that. Noble Steve, you do not need to run ads to use the keywords planner. You don't. When you are signing up for the Google AdWords service, Google assumes that you want to run ads. Don't worry about the ads. Cancel it. Just use the keyword planner. Just watch that video, follow the directions that I showed you, and you will be able to use it without running ads. It is not compulsory that you must run an ad to use the keyword planner. It is not. Okay? Just don't set up an ad. Just go ahead, click on tools, then click on keyword planner and start using it. This is the keyword planner now. Let me show you guys my screen again. This is the keyword planner right here, right? So you can see that so this is let me refresh this page again and show you. So all just once you log in, just go to tools. You can see tools right here. Just go click on tools. When you click on tools, everything under tools is going to open. You see keyword planner on top. Click on keyword planner, then click here and then start searching, right? So let's say I want to search for weight loss. So I type weight loss and click on get results. Make sure that Nigeria is showing here. If another country is showing here, click on that country's name and change it, remove it. See how I removed Nigeria now. Then search for the country that you want. Make sure that country is showing by the side. For example, you say this one is Nigeria, state. What you want is country. So click it, then it will add it, and that's it. Okay. So you can see that Nigeria is showing. So I type weight loss and I click on get results. Now I'm going to see all of the different keywords. So if I click here, it will rearrange it by from highest to lowest. So I just click here for it to rearrange it. So you see, there you go. So you see weight loss 1,000 to 10,000 searches. This is average monthly searches from September last year, 2022 to August this year. That's 1 full year. 1 full year, right? Average searches. Weight loss alone, people are searching for between 1,000 and 10,000 times. Diet supplements. So you see, people are looking for diet supplements. You see what I'm saying? Slim tea. People are looking for slim tea, right? And so on and so on, right? What other term can we use for weight loss? What other term can we use for weight loss, guys? Lose weight. So I can say lose weight instead of weight loss. I click on get results again. Now, there we go, right? It says lose weight fast. Right? You can see Google is even suggesting keywords that you can search. What else can we use? Diets, diet programs. I click on diets. You can see people are looking for vegetarian recipes. Wow, this is a new one to me. 10,000 to 100,000 people in Nigeria are looking for vegetarian recipes. My God, this is giving me ideas now. You can see people are searching for intermittent fasting, keto diet, Mediterranean diets, keto, calorie deficit diet. You can see all these people are people that are looking for ways to lose weight. But dieting is hard. Do you agree? You guys agree that dieting is hard? It is. So if you show them something like this gadget that I showed you and tell them to try it, some of them will be like, yeah, let's try it and see whether it will work. Let's try it and see whether it's going to work for us. Right? So this is the product again. Let's try it and see whether it will work for us. It just might work for us. Right? It just might work for us. And then they try it. And if it works for them, sweet. If it doesn't, sweet still. Okay, more questions. Do I have to travel to Lagos to clear imported products? No. So the delivery company, I don't know whether you're enrolled in our training, the e-commerce domination training, but the delivery company that I shared there, they will do the clearing for you. They will send it to anywhere you are in Nigeria, your products to you, anywhere you are. You just need to pay for the transport, right? Steve, I'm telling you, you don't need to use the queue up. You don't need to run ads before you use what you see what you do. Right? If there sometimes Google does it. So if you try to use the keyword, the set up for Google AdWords, trying to set up to use the Google keyword plan. If they're asking you to run an ad, right? Set up the ad. Don't worry. Go ahead, set up the ad, then pause the ad, and then continue what you're doing. Continue using the keyword planner. The ad will just remain paused. Kayode says, can I start e-commerce business with 50K? Yes, you can. I know someone that started her e-commerce business. She's on Twitter. She's making big money now. But when she started, she had only 2,500 naira to her name everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world. That was the only thing she had, 2,500. And when I met her, I said, you don't have a, but you have a lot of heart. You have a lot of belief. So what do you want to do? She said that she wants to start buying children's clothes. That 2,500. This thing was maybe 2015. That 2,500 will buy maybe a couple of children's clothes, and she will put it on her Instagram and promote it. And that's how she started. My point is that you don't have to start with 2,500 naira. But my point is that where there is a will, there is a way. If you want to start with 50K, that's fine. What it means is that you cannot brand customize your products now. That is fine. Start with whatever that can do, and it also means that you cannot import a lot of products right now. That is also fine. You can start with 10 units of a product. You use your Instagram, you use your WhatsApp status, you use everything and promote it and sell it. It may take, because you're not using paid ads, it may take you it may take you a little bit of time. It may take you a little bit of time to sell it, but you will sell it and then you reinvest, and you keep doing it until you're getting more and more money, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit more, a little bit more each time, until you get to the point where you are now more comfortable. You have more money to now start at a bigger level. Okay. So, yes, the answer to that question is yes. There's always a way. How do I handle logistics and distribution of products to get to customer destinations? You use a 3PL partner. This is for you, Rachel. Use a 3PL partner. 3PL means third party logistics. There are plenty of them. Many of them are useless. Many of them are good, though. Some of them are rubbish. I use ACE. I don't mind telling you the people that I use. I'm transparent. I use ACE. So ACE will help you deliver your products. You can even warehouse your products with ACE, right? You can warehouse your products with ACE. So I use ACE, and so far so good. It's been a good relationship with them. How do we know the right audience to promote our products to using Facebook. You just go back to the people that you know have the problem now. This thing is simple. So if you're advertising a weight loss product, who do you show your products to? Who are the people that are likely to be overweight? If I'm advertising a weight loss product, what is going to be in my head is that it is women that care about weight loss. Don't you think so? Women, especially older women, women who are at least 25 and above. They're the ones who care about weight loss. They're the ones who care about having fupa. They're the ones who care about having protruding stomachs. Men don't care. Guys don't care, right? So I won't ever sell it to guys. Now, if a guy who is overweight stumbles on my product and buys it, I will count it as extra bonus. But I'm not going to go looking for men to sell a weight loss product. I will think of women and I will think of selling it to women. You understand? So I will target women who are at least 25 years and above. Why 25? Because they are mostly the people who have money. Now, younger people are now getting money because since we started teaching a lot about internet marketing, e-commerce, younger people are now getting into it. Younger people are now beginning to have money, right? But not still a quite significant number of them. But so you can also test starting from 20 and above. But I can tell you that the people, because I've sold weight loss products before, the people who are mostly concerned about weight loss are at least 25 years plus, right? So you ask yourself, who are the people that have this problem? What demographic, what sex, what age? If I'm selling a product that enhances sexual performance, who do I sell it to, men or women? I'll sell it to men, right? A woman doesn't need to, and I'm not saying that women don't desire it. Women can desire it, but women will not go out of their way to enhance sexual performance because in their head it is a man's job, right? If a man that they are with is not doing the job right, they'll go look for another man. Sorry, that is the way of the world. That is how it is. So it is the guy's job to make sure that he's up to par. So it is guys that worry about sexual performance. So if I have a product that enhances sexual performance, I'm not going to try to sell it to women. They're not going to listen to me. I will simply go and sell it to men, and I'll sell it to older men. I'll sell it to men that are at least 30 years plus, because I know that the ones who are more, because the older a man gets, the more the lesser or the more diminished his performance usually. So men need to keep it up, right? Is either they exercise, make sure that they have enough testosterone in their body, right, or they use enhancers, right? So Elizabeth, I hope I answered that question properly. I found a product I like to sell. I want to buy just one of it and use it myself, study it, and can I go ahead and pay with my dollar? Yes, John Kennedy, you can do that. You can absolutely do that. Yes, you can also pay in Naira. Just talk to them and ask them whether they will pay for one product, right? If they won't pay for one product, just use your card and do that, okay? There's a product that I ordered now, but I want to test it by myself first. So I bought only one. But I paid with my card anyway. So Steve says, is it possible we must use all the various channels for our product research, or can we usually YouTube? Use all of them. You want to get as many product ideas as possible, so use as many of them as you possibly can. So Cynthia says, what is the best way to sell a product like a watch? Okay, Cynthia, when you say a watch, I need to know what kind of watch it is. So send me a DM. Is it like an old school kind style of watch? Is it a smart watch? Is it a regular dial watch? Right? I can't answer that question if I don't know exactly what kind of watch it is. How many products do we need to have on our list during our as many as possible? As many as possible. Do your research, find as many as possible. Okay. Shopperly says, I see people post per conversion rates of 400 and 500 naira, but I've not experienced such. Is there a particular ad structure? Yes, there's an ad structure. See, the performance of your ad depends on how much your ad resonates with the people that you're advertising to. How does your ad? That's why you need to understand the audience that you want to sell to before you write an ad. You need to understand them. The way ad networks, the way they charge you for ads is this: the more people click on your ad, the lesser they charge you because they want to encourage you to keep advertising. The lesser people click on your ad, the more they charge you because they want to get as much money from you before you quit. You understand the logic now, right? So that's the logic. So if you write an ad that talks to the pain points, an ad that talks to the audience, that identifies exactly what their issue is and shows them that this product is going to help them, more of them are going to click on your ad. And as more of them are clicking on your ad, your conversion rates and how much you spend per conversion will be lesser and lesser and lesser. That's how it works. Okay. So can we sell more than one product from different niche? That's Cynthia. Yes, Cynthia, you can. But my idea, my suggestion is start with one product. Start with one, right? So that you don't scatter your attention. Start with one, do well with one. One product can make you 1 billion naira. Trust me. One product. This guy that I just showed you, this product that I just showed you, the guy that is selling it that I taught, he's the only person. That's his only product. That's the only product that he has sold. And he has made 500 million already this year. One product, right? So so that's it. Let's see now. What other questions do we have here? Okay. What is the average click-through rate for Facebook ads and how many clicks gives you one sale? I don't know. It depends on the product. Anybody that answers this question and says gives you an exact amount, an exact number is a liar because it is not the same for every product. It is when you start that you will know. When you start advertising your product, you will know. The better your ad is, the lesser these numbers will be. Better your ad is, the higher your click-through rate will be, the higher your clicks will be, the lesser you spend, the lesser you spend per click. That's how it works. Okay. Can anybody join the careers offers too? Yes, Angela, please. You can join that if you want that. You can join that. Kingsley says, how about fertility products for men and women? Women especially. Yes, it is a hot niche. It is a niche that I'm thinking of getting into in the future. Not now. I have a lot of products lined up, so I'm not going to do fertility now. But if you want to do fertility, yes, it is a great niche. But please, you know that people who buy fertility products are buying it because they want to be fertile and have children. Make sure that the product works. Please don't sell people a dream. I hate it when people sell nonsense products. I don't like it. It defeats the purpose of the business. If you want to be long-term business, you want to make sure that you sell products that work. There's a product that I imported, right, from the demonstrations that test that we did. The product was supposed to work. The product got here. The product was working, but not as well as we hoped that it was going to work. So I trashed it. I lost over 2 million on it. But it is better for me not to sell it than to sell a product that works halfway. So we are restarting afresh again. I've already told the company that they will refund me, and they have agreed that they will refund the cost of the product. I will bear the cost of the shipping it, but they will refund the cost of the product itself. So if you're going to sell any product at all, not just fertility, please, please, and please let that work. All right. Green Push Solution is ACE Logistics is ACE. Right? How do you see people clicking on your ads on Facebook? By running ads on Facebook, Mona, You find them by running ads on Facebook. If you want to just go to Google and type how to set up your my first Facebook ad, you will see plenty of videos that show you how to set up a Facebook ad. Okay, but please, guys, note that if I run an ad on Facebook, Facebook can ban you. There are some things they don't want you to say. There are some words they don't want you to use. There are some things they don't want you to sell, self, right? So you have to look at Facebook. Go to Google and type Facebook ad guidelines. Read Facebook. The first link that will show up is Google's rules and regulations for running ads on their platform. Please read it. Read it carefully before you run an ad. Okay. I'm so looking forward to YouTube ads, Instagram ads, Facebook. Yes, those that training is coming. All right. Harmony is asking how much can you estimate the medium cost of running an effective ad? There's no medium cost, but what you can I can give you is a guess, right? So we have an affiliate on Kairos offers now that is making in commissions, because what we do on Kairos offers is that you become an affiliate for any of our products. You if you all you need to do is just to run adverts. We'll handle everything else. We will handle the shipping, the delivery. If it's payment on delivery, we'll collect the money. We'll just pay you your commission on the product. We'll handle everything else. All of the headache, I will carry on for my own head, right? So this guy, he's here on this training, but I don't want to mention his name, right? So, but he spends 3,000 naira a day on ads, right? And he makes about every day he makes on average he sells about 4 units a day on that 3,000, and he makes 9,100 naira per unit for that product that he's selling as commission. So that means that he spends 3,000 a day and he makes about 30,000 every day in commissions. So if you remove 30,000 from 30,000, that's 27,000 naira in profit. He makes that every single day. Every single day. So if you multiply 27,000 by 30 days, you see that he's making almost a million naira every single month. He doesn't have to ship the product, he doesn't have to deliver it. We handle everything, right? So you can use that benchmark and spend maybe 3,000. If you can't spend 3,000 a day, you can start with 2,000, right? So that's it. Lekon Adeyanju Lekon says, I did the research on the product, and when I checked Jimmy, I saw that product is out of stock. Can I go ahead? Yes, by all means, as long as it fits the parameters. I'm assuming that you are signed up to the course. As long as it has passed all those checks that I showed you guys in the e-commerce domination training, as long as it has passed it, right? Once it checks out based on those parameters, go ahead. All right. So we have come to the end of all of the questions that I've gotten for today, and we have spent almost 2 hours. We have spent an hour 30 minutes. So I want to thank every single. I want to thank I want to thank every single one of you for coming and listening today. Please, if you haven't joined the training, I would suggest you join. It's not compulsory, right? I would suggest you join, but um, if you're in the training, we're going to have a new video dropping this evening, 8 p.m. So check that out after 8 p.m. You're going to see a new video. To close, I'm going to answer this last question from Green Push Solutions. If you have any further questions, just ask it on Twitter and tag me. All right, I will answer it on Twitter. Greenpeace says, is it advisable to have an email list and email them on relatable stuff? Absolutely, yes. That is the answer, right? Yes is the answer. Which social media platform works best for e-com ads? All of them work. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. The only thing with TikTok is that you cannot run ads directly on TikTok, so you have to use influencers on TikTok. But all of them work, right? Two more questions. Stanley says, "Do you think email marketing works in Nigeria?" I just answered that. Of course, all my marketing is email. Every single marketing I do is social media and email. I don't do WhatsApp. I hate WhatsApp. But that's my personal preference. So A lot of people do WhatsApp successfully. I just don't like it. Right? Angela says, "Are we going on Twitter or YouTube, sir?" Angela, please, can you clarify? I don't understand what you mean. Can you clarify before I close? Okay. Clarify, please, before I close. Okay, you joined the training. No, you join the training. You just go to the website. I'll post the link again. I posted the link earlier now. It's. Let me just post the link in the comments. Right? Is I will teach you business.com. I will teach you business.com/ecom. I will teach you. I will teach you business.com/ecom. So I just posted the link in the comment section. You see it's posted by Kairos Offers. All right. So check it out. If you have any other questions, just tag me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is, oh, you guys know my Twitter handle. Otherwise, how did you even find this training anyway? So, but in case you don't, it is Ronald at Ronald Nzimora. Okay. So, so I will see you guys over there. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, everybody. Talk to you again soon. Cheers.